Hello and welcome to Kavlin B. In this video, we will solve a classic consulting guesstimate on food delivery applications present in India, like Swiggy or Zomato. We will not just calculate the final number, but we will analyze different approaches through which you can calculate such number, like the demand side approach or a supply side approach. And we will compare which one is more efficient, which one involves less number of calculation and give you a more accurate industrial number. So let's start with our question statement, which is estimate the annual revenue of all food delivery apps present in Chennai. Remember, it is Chennai, not India. We have already solved many guesstimates and market sizing problem in India. So in this video, we are going to focus on one particular type of city with differentiated consumer behavior and a differentiated culture as compared to India. And such kind of guesstimates are important in case studies where, for example, a company who is currently operating in Mumbai and Delhi, they want to expand their operations to Chennai. So in that case, you will have to calculate the market size in Chennai. You will have to analyze the consumer behavior, the operational capabilities present in Chennai, and all other kinds of things you get in your standard framework. So before diving deep into the calculations, let me clarify a few points. Here we are going to consider only the core food delivery apps like Swiggy and Zomato, and not other consumer product delivery apps like Blinkit or Instamart. And we are going to calculate the gross merchandise value. Now, this term is important. So whenever you order something through these apps, you pay a certain amount. Let's say you order a sandwich and you paid 100 rupees to the delivery partner. Now that 100 rupees include the restaurant's commission, the platform fees, the handling charges, and various kinds of central government and state government taxes. So if we start to bifurcate all those numbers, it will be a complex guesstimate to solve. So that's why we are going to calculate the gross merchandise value. The 100 rupees that you paid is the gross merchandise value and not the total revenue which a particular application like Swiggy or Zomato gets. Now let's look into the demand side approach first, because it is the most common one and most people start with this. Even I also started with this, but there is some problem with this approach. So whenever you consider demand side approach, you start with the population generally, which is the Chinese population around 1 CR or 10 million. Then we will segment based on income into high income, middle income, and low, because again the frequency of orders or the capability kind of depends on the income level. High and middle income person tends to order more number as compared to the lower income. And then the next level of classification will be age group, 15 to 35, 35 to 55, and 55 plus. Again, in one particular age group, let's say 15 to 35, the frequency will be more. 35 to 55, it will be comparatively less, and 55 plus, it will be negligible. Now within each particular age group, there will be few of them who will order regularly, there will be few who will order occasionally, and there will be some people who order rarely. So if we look into different segments, there are total 27 segments, that is 9 levels and 3 groups. So it is quite complicated, and it generates over 100 plus individual calculations. So in a 15 to 20 minute problem session with 100 plus calculation, you will definitely make some errors. So there is a different way instead of guessing a consumer behavior, which kind of varies widely. Let's use a operational reality. Let's count what we can see and measure. That is the delivery partners on Chennai's street, which is called as a supply side approach. So the logic for the supply side approach is, as I said, the delivery partners, which are the fundamental unit of any food delivery application. If we can calculate how many delivery partners are present in Chennai and how many orders they are doing in one day and what is the average order value, we are basically done. We will have all the numbers. So I'll break down this supply side approach into 6 steps. So the first step is estimating India's total delivery partners. Then from India's partner, we will calculate the Chennai's share using a simple population ratio. Then we will adjust for urban concentration, that is cities having more delivery partners than rural areas, which we will look into it. Fourth, we will estimate the order per partner per day using the same approach which we used in the Starbucks revenue. Fifth, we will take the average order value, and when we will multiply all those different numbers, we will get the total gross merchandise value or the revenue. Now let's look into our different assumptions. So first of all, for the delivery partners present in India, how can we approach this? I mean, there is no certain behavior, consumer behavior through which we can apply our rational mind and derive the delivery partners in India. So for such numbers, you will need official statistical data presented by the government of India or different kind of agencies, and you will need some of these figures on your fingertips because you will need these numbers in your interview. So we have India's workforce to be around 600 million. Out of these, we will need the gig economy workers, which are around 12 million in number. Now, for those who are not aware of gig economy, it is a labor market which is kind of characterized by a short-term contract or freelance work as opposed to a permanent job. So we have these delivery partners who doesn't have a permanent job with these Swiggy and Zomato platforms. They are kind of partners on a short-term contract. They provide the delivery and they get their commission. So these kind of all services comes under gig economy, and the total number of workers are 12 million in India. Now from these total, we will need those who are specific to transport sector, which are around 0.6 or 600,000 in number. And out of all the workers present in transport sector, we will need those who are particularly involved in food delivery. That is working for apps like Swiggy and Zomato. So I'm assuming 70% of them work for such food delivery app. So 70% of 0.6 million is around 400,000 food delivery partners present in India. Now we will need food delivery partners in Chennai. That is the Chennai share. So what for this simple proportion approach, we know the population of Chennai is 10 million, whereas the population of India is 1400 million or 1.4 billion. We want to calculate delivery partners in Chennai, so we will take this that as X, and we recently calculated the delivery partners in India, which is 400,000. So if we cross multiply, we will get the value of X, which is the delivery partners in Chennai, to be around 300,000 partners. But here's the problem. This number is too low, and that's because we have made a critical error, which most of the students will make. So what's that error? We divided Chennai's population by India's total population, which includes hundreds of millions of rural India who don't even use food delivery apps at all. You know, food delivery is heavily concentrated in urban areas, so we need to adjust for different level of cities and different type of tiers. So for the urban concentration, there are different tier 2, tier 3 cities, you know, small towns with basic delivery. The number of partners will be around 1.5x of this base, which is 3000. For tier 2 city, it will be 2x. For tier 1 metro cities, it will be around 4x. So our base was 300,000, sorry, 3000 partners. If we multiply it by 4, then we will get around 12,000 delivery partners. That is particularly in Chennai. I hope you understand why we have multiplied by 4. If not, let me just explain it once more. This 3000 partner is based on the population of entire India, which is 1.4 billion, which also includes urban areas, tier 3 areas where delivery services are quite low or not even present. And we can't just apply the same logic for city like urban Chennai. There the concentration of population is more, the economy is high, and the demand is high. So we have to magnify the number based on the magnification in the economy and the demand. That's why we multiplied by 4. Now let's start with the calculations. So there are basically two type of partners, full-time and part-time. I'm assuming full-time are 60% and they can complete 10 to 12 orders per day. Part-time are 40% who only work in peak hours and they complete 4 to 6 orders per day. You can also calculate these 10 to 12 orders using an approach uh, which we discussed in the Starbucks case. So these partners don't work 24 hours. They might work 8 to 10 hours. And for 1 hour, uh, for one delivery, it might take them around 30 to 45 or even 1 hour to complete one delivery. So if we consider the breaks and peak hour services, whereas the normal hour services, we will reach this 10 to 12 hours per day for full time, and for part time around 4 to 6 orders. Now we have to take the weighted average to get orders per partner. So 60% multiplied by 10, adding 40% multiplied by 5, we will get 8 orders per partner per day. Now the third thing that we need is the average order value. That is, there will be different orders during lunchtime, during dinner time, or during breakfast time, and there will be different segments. A single person making an order, a couple making an order, or a group of friends, or in a office. So it might range from 100 rupees to even 500, 600, or even 1000 rupees. But as we calculate based on weighted average, so most of the orders will be from a single person or a couple or a group. So in that case, an average order will be around 350 rupees. So that's what I'm making conservative estimate. So we have 12,000 delivery partners. We have 8 orders per partner per day and average order value of 350. If we multiply all these numbers, we will get the total revenue to be 3 crores per day. Now we want annual. So I'm estimating operating days to be around 350 days per year. So total revenue will be 3 crore multiplied by 350 days, which will be around 1050 crores. So this is our final answer. Now again, I'm repeating, this is not the market size. This is the gross merchandise value of all the food delivery apps like Swiggy and Zomato. Now if you want gross merchandise value of one particular app, let's say Zomato, you just have to multiply this number with the Zomato's market share, which is in the overall India. It could be around 40% or 50%. So multiplying those percentage with this number, you will get the market or the revenue of one particular company. If you want the profits or a specific revenue in terms of platform fee, then you have to look into their policy, what is the percentage of average order value they charges, and you can multiply those number with this to get the commissions or the platform fees they make through deliveries. So that's it for this video. We analyzed two different approaches. Demand side will be little complex, so we took a supply side approach, and you can replicate this approach in multiple guesstimates. So that's it for this, and I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.